The Vols will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle. The coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got a man. It's Bond. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. That's the quintessential example of knowing exactly how far you have to get the ball to pick up the first.
And great job by the QB. Understanding the situation, short yardage situation, that ball's got to come out quick. Makes the decision, throws the strike, gets the first down, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hands it off. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. Looking for a man. It's James. Fires to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking deep. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give out of the gun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Boston College, 0.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's James. Got it behind the line. It's Richard. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Gonna look downfield again. Caught over the middle. It's Franklin. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They booted away on fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. He wants to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Boston College.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been...
He lets one fly deep. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Looking to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. It's James. It's complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give to the tailback. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, and when you're backed up coming out, you got to get that first down. You got to get a little bit of yards. You don't want to punt out of your own end zone. Nice job feeding the rock, handing it off, and getting a big gain.
It's a running room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Lewis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Vols! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Number 17.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Grabbed over the middle. It's Franklin. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air. It's James. Throws to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
The Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Thomas. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Making side adjustments here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The short hands. It's Matthews. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a first and goal. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Quarterback will keep it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. On 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Aguilar. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Volunteers!
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 10. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. 1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. And the Vols get enough to move the chains. 1st and goal for the offense. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Quick strike through the air for the score. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Franklin. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
Tennessee, 28. Boston College, 0.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Catch in the middle, it's Bond. They knock him down, but they'll mark him beyond the line to gain, and it's a first down for Boston College. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Get it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here we go. QB draw.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got it up. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
To the air on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. Rams him with the stiff arm. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. Wide open spaces. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got a little space. Turning on the Jets. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown ball! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it?